1968. Toshio Sakai of United Press International. For his Vietnam War combat photograph, Dreams of Better Times. (1969). Moneta Sleet Jr. of Ebony magazine. For his photograph of Martin Luther King Jr.'s widow and child, taken at Dr. King's funeral. (1970). Dallas Kinney of Palm Beach Post, West Palm Beach, Florida. For his portfolio of pictures of Florida migrant workers, Migration to Misery. (1971). Jack Dykinga of Chicago Sun-Times. For his dramatic and sensitive photographs at the Lincoln and Dixon State Schools for the Retarded in Illinois. (1972). Dave Kennerly of United Press International. For his dramatic photographs of the Vietnam War in 1971. (1973). Brian Lanker of Topeka Capital Journal. For his sequence on childbirth, as exemplified by his photograph, Moment of Life. (1974). Slava Vitter of Associated Press. For his picture of the return of an American prisoner of war from captivity in North Vietnam. 1975. Matthew Lewis of the Washington Post. For his photographs in color and black and white. (1976). Photographic staff of Louisville Courier-Journal and Times. For a comprehensive pictorial report on busing in Louisville's schools. 1977. Robin Hood of Chattanooga News Free Press. For his photograph of a disabled veteran and his child at an Armed Forces Day Parade. (1978). J. Ross Bauman of Associated Press. For 3 photographs from guerrilla areas in Rhodesia. 1979. Staff photographers of Boston Herald American. For photographic coverage of the blizzard of 1978. (1980). Erwin H. Hagler of Dallas Times Herald. For a series on the Western cowboy. 1981. Taro M. Yamasaki of Detroit Free Press. For his photographs of Jackson, Michigan, State Prison. 1982. John H. White of Chicago Sun-Times. For consistently excellent work on a variety of subjects. 1983. James B. Dickman of Dallas Times Herald. For his telling photographs of life and death in El Salvador. 1984. Anthony Suau of the Denver Post. For a series of photographs which depict the tragic effects of starvation in Ethiopia and for a single photograph of a woman at her husband's gravesite on Memorial Day. 1985. Larry C. Price of the Philadelphia Inquirer. For his series of photographs from Angola and El Salvador depicting their war-torn inhabitants. (1986). Tom Gralish of the Philadelphia Inquirer. For his series of photographs of Philadelphia's homeless. (1987). David Peterson of Des Moines Register. For his photographs depicting the shattered dreams of American farmers. (1988). Michel Cille of the Miami Herald. For photographs portraying the decay and subsequent rehabilitation of a housing project overrun by the drug crack. (1989). Manny Crisostomo of Detroit Free Press. For his series of photographs depicting student life at Southwestern High School in Detroit. 1990. David C. Turnley of Detroit Free Press. For photographs of the political uprisings in China and Eastern Europe. 1991. William Snyder of the Dallas Morning News. For his photographs of ill and orphaned children living in subhuman conditions in Romania. 1992. John Kaplan of Block Newspapers, Toledo, OH. For his photographs depicting the diverse lifestyles of 7 21-year-olds across the United States. 1993. Staff of Associated Press. For its portfolio of images drawn from the 1992 presidential campaign. 1994. Kevin Carter, a freelance photographer. For a picture first published in the New York Times of a starving Sudanese girl who collapsed on her way to a feeding center while a vulture waited nearby. 1995. Staff of Associated Press. For its portfolio of photographs chronicling the horror and devastation in Rwanda. 1996. Stephanie Welsh. For her shocking sequence of photos, published by Newhouse News Service, of a female circumcision rite in Kenya. 1997. Alexander Zemlyanichenko of Associated Press. For his photograph of Russian President Boris Yeltsin dancing at a rock concert during his campaign for re-election. Moved by the board from the Spot News photography category. 1998. Clarence Williams of Los Angeles Times. For his powerful images documenting the plight of young children with parents addicted to alcohol and drugs. 1999. Photo staff of Associated Press. For its striking collection of photographs of the key players and events stemming from President Clinton's affair with Monica Lewinsky and the ensuing impeachment hearings. 2000. Carol Guzzi, Michael Williamson, and Lucian Perkins of The Washington Post. For their intimate and poignant images depicting the plight of the Kosovo refugees. 2001. Matt Rainey of the Star Ledger, Newark, New Jersey. For his emotional photographs that illustrate the care and recovery of two students critically burned in a dormitory fire at Seton Hall University. 2002. Staff of the New York Times. For its photographs chronicling the pain and the perseverance of people enduring protracted conflict in Afghanistan and Pakistan. 2003. Don Bartletti of Los Angeles Times. For his memorable portrayal of how undocumented Central American youths, often facing deadly danger, travel north to the United States. 2004. Carolyn Cole of Los Angeles Times. For her cohesive, behind-the-scenes look at the effects of civil war in Liberia, with special attention to innocent citizens caught in the conflict. 2005. Deanne Fitzmaurice of San Francisco Chronicle. For her sensitive photo essay on an Oakland hospital's effort to mend an Iraqi boy nearly killed by an explosion. 2006. Todd Heisler of Rocky Mountain News, Denver. For his haunting, behind-the-scenes look at funerals for Colorado Marines who return from Iraq in caskets. 2007. Renee C. Beyer of the Sacramento Bee. For her intimate portrayal of a single mother and her young son as he loses his battle with cancer. 2008. Preston Ganaway of Concord, NH, Monitor. For her intimate chronicle of a family coping with a parent's terminal illness. 2009. Damon Winter of the New York Times. For his memorable array of pictures deftly capturing multiple facets of Barack Obama's presidential campaign. 2010. Craig F. Walker of the Denver Post. For his intimate portrait of a teenager who joins the army at the height of insurgent violence in Iraq, poignantly searching for meaning and manhood. 2011. Barbara Davidson of Los Angeles Times. For her intimate story of innocent victims trapped in the city's crossfire of deadly gang violence. 2012. Craig F. Walker of the Denver Post. For his compassionate chronicle of an honorably discharged veteran, home from Iraq and struggling with a severe case of post-traumatic stress, images that enable viewers to better grasp a national issue. 2013. Javier Manzano of Agence France-Presse. For his extraordinary picture, distributed by Agence France-Presse, of two Syrian rebel soldiers tensely guarding their position as beams of light stream through bullet holes in a nearby metal wall. 2014. Josh Hainer of the New York Times. For his moving essay on a Boston Marathon bomb blast victim who lost most of both legs and now is painfully rebuilding his life. 2015. Daniel Berhulak, freelance photographer of the New York Times. For his gripping, courageous photographs of the Ebola epidemic in West Africa. 2016. Jessica Rinaldi of the Boston Globe. For the raw and revealing photographic story of a boy who strives to find his footing after abuse by those he trusted. 2017. E. Jason Wamsgans of Chicago Tribune. For a superb portrayal of a 10-year-old boy and his mother striving to put the boy's life back together after he survived a shooting in Chicago. 2018. Photography staff of Reuters. 4 shocking photographs that exposed the world to the violence Rohingya refugees faced in fleeing Myanmar. Moved by the board from the breaking news photography category, where it was entered. 2019, Lorenzo Tugnoli of Washington Post. For the economic warfare and a humanitarian disaster in Yemen. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy this video, press the like button, leave a comment letting us know what you think, and subscribe if you haven't already.